Well, it's coming into summer. I don't mind mowing the lawns. In fact, it's one of my favourite chores. But you know what? I've got a lot to mow. And if we've got a robot inside, why not have a robot outside? Welcome to EFTM. This is the Worx Landroid. All right, so that's everything out of the box. Now, I have absolutely no idea what all this is. Obviously, this is the Landroid itself. The cable there, I'm guessing, is the wire I need to put around the whole yard. That's obviously the charging station, but we're going to read the instructions on this one because I don't want to muck it up. Plan for the boundary wire. Wire has to be placed at a certain distance from the edge of the lawn. The distance changes depending on what's on the other side of the edge. All right, I think I got it. So the wire actually doesn't go on. I imagine the wire would go like on the edge of your grass, in between the kind of pathway and the grass and different things. But the wire sits 26 centimeters away from a hard border, like a wall or a fence, and 10 centimeters from the edge of, say, a pathway. And you put the pegs, you put the wire on the grass and you peg it into the grass every 80 centimeters. And theoretically, the grass kind of grows over and envelops the wire, which also answers my question of I've still got to do the edging, right? I've still got to do the whippersnippering. And I thought if the wire's on the edge, I'm going to cut it every time. But no, the wire's 10 centimeters or 26 centimeters in from the edge of where you want the cutting done. Got to find somewhere to put it to charge. So I'm going to do something a little bit cheeky here. This is the perfect spot for me because it's kind of around the side of the house. You know, I don't really have a lot of spot fill. I think this is the biggest challenge with a robot lawnmower is where do you keep it? Because it needs to be plugged in and it needs to have its own permanent location. This area, not massively great for grass growing, just gets edged every now and then. So I think if I can level it here, it's got more than 80 centimeters to get out that way. It's got 30 centimeters this way, which meets the guidelines in the instructions. And it's also kind of along the wall line and not going over grass to get the power cable. So there's actually quite a long power cable, which I was happy with because I thought, where am I going to get a power point installed? So I can get a power point installed outside in a kind of more useful area than just right here on the side of the house. Using Allen keys in grass. It's like an IKEA thing. Okay, look, the grass is soft enough here to just push them in, but need it to be a nice level footing when it comes in. I've got to name him too. So by the way, the netball hoop for my daughter to practice on. All right, done. Next. Whew, let the games begin. Look, it's quite possible I've done the easiest part already. Now, we've got to go around this whole edge, all the way around the edge, and back to where we started to complete the loop. I've gone all the way around the yard, plenty left. That was my biggest concern. And because all these pegs are kind of put together like a model car, I'm going to lay the pegs out as well around the yard so that I know I've got enough pegs. Kind of making me nervous. All right, whole yard's done. Lots of peg left. We're in a good position now to start hammering. Whew, back to the start. There we go. And I assume we wire this into the other end. Don't want to cut that too short. That'd be a nightmare. Wired. All right, now with that all wired, so there's now a wire running around the entire yard. Every edge of the yard has a wire near it. It comes back to this base. Now we run this down to where I've got power, plug it in. I think we charge the Landroid. All right, let's recap. What have we done? Taken the washing off the line. But actually, despite being an unhealthy, unfit person and taking it out of me, it's pretty easy. You know, finding a spot, probably number one challenge, making sure you've got power, number two, and then running the cable. And given those boundaries of 26 centimetres from a hard wall and 10 centimetres from a path edge, not bad. So the instructions say, take a well-earned break. It's a good idea. It's a very good idea. I really think we need to come up with a name for the little guy. Can't call him Larry the Landroid. Robot vacuum's called Larry. Dilemma. All right, now for the exciting bit. Turning it on. I've never read so many instructions in my life. Well, that's not a good start, is it? Woo-hoo. And there it is, that simple. Probably 2 hours after getting started, got a robot lawnmower, trimming, constantly trimming the lawn. Now it doesn't cut it in any strategic way, it's just going to take all its time to continually cut and trim So we've got a nice lawn all the time. We'll have to wait and see. Just a few hours out of the box, and Edward, as I've called him, Scissorhands, is happily mowing the back lawn. I've just done the edging. There's still a few large bits sticking up, which it hasn't got to, so I'll be looking at that over the next few days, and then looking at how often it comes out, and frankly, in a week or two, just how good a job it's done. Looking forward to just doing the edges in just one day, out of the box, set up in an hour, hour and a half, and now I can sit back, have a drink, and watch the lawns get mowed. Full details and a full review at EFTM.com in the days and weeks ahead.